restorative, but also some like arm stretches and leg stretches. So if you have a strap or a rope type of thing, that would be great.
All right, I'll go get some.
Okay, perfect. And a few towels to roll up.
All right. If I'm the only one, is this more of a pain for you to do it? I mean...
Oh, no, not at all. I'm not sure if it's how play feels about it, if it's worth it for them, but for me, I'm just happy to do it with someone other than myself, because I'd probably cancel on myself if I didn't, you know?
I just don't understand. You know, I emailed Mary Jo Morrison, who used to go to your class, but she said it's just not the same for her to do it at home.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. I'm finding it across the studios. We have some, but a lot of people would just rather wait. But I feel like at least I get that interaction with somebody, you know?
Well, it's going to help me. So.
Good, good. That's all that matters. Okay, well, someone else will go. We'll just go ahead and get started. Sit comfortably. I'm going to sit on this.
I'm going to undo my video because it's distracting to
no
watch
problem.
myself.
No problem. I'll mute you too. Go ahead and sit comfortably with your blanket folded. I like to sit on that corner tip deal. And then have a blanket rolled up or underneath each knee. And let me mute you. Mute all. There you go. Perfect. So I like to sit the front of the sit bones on the corner tip of the blanket. That kind of tilts your knees down and forward. And then as you inhale, lengthen through the torso. So your sternum kind of gently lifts up. The whole spine gets long. It's almost like the crown of your head is reaching towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, allow your shoulders to go down your back. And take a few breaths right there. Slowing down the breath. Eyes softly closed. And then begin counting your breath and observing it. How long is your inhale? How long is your exhale? Start noticing. Just kind of observe what part of your body comes out first or lifts first as you inhale, and what part gently falls first as you exhale. The quote I have for today, I like to pull a miracle card. It says, I share my light with the world. You can see that. It says, I share my light with the world. So with that in mind, think of, as you inhale, expanding your heart center. Imagine that light shining out, getting bigger with each second breath of your inhale. Like every second and each breath. And then as you exhale, imagine that light then washing over you. Cleansing, releasing. This time as you inhale for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale for that same count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then continue like that, but this time inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time inhale for 7. And exhale for 7. Inhale for 8. And exhale for 8. Inhale for 9. Exhale for 9. Last round. Inhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then inhale deeply. Let it all out the mouth. And go back to that natural breath. Eyes softly closed and just observe. Notice how you're feeling. Notice how long the breath is. Just take this moment to tune in to yourself, noticing any tightness that you feel, any tensions, any tinglings, any stiffness. And throughout your practice, send your exhale to those areas. Let's go with 3 more long, slow, deep breaths right here. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. And as you inhale, allow your chin to gently lift up as you shift your gaze up. And as you exhale, allow your chin to come towards your chest and shift your gaze down. So gentle head tilts. And we continue inhaling, looking up just for a few breaths. Exhaling, looking down. And then pause for as long as you need when you feel you need it. If you feel a little tension somewhere, just pause a little bit longer there. And the next time you inhale, allow your chin to come back to neutral. And as you exhale, allow that right ear to go in the direction of that right shoulder. And allow that right shoulder to go towards the earth. As you gently pull your navel towards your spine, keep your spine in a straight line, up and down, no rounding. But maybe take the outside of that left jaw and gently lift it up towards the ceiling. As the crown of your head goes over towards the right. Two more breaths. And then when you're ready on your inhale, allow your head to come back to neutral, crown of the head towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, allow it to go the opposite direction. Allowing the crown of your head to reach towards the left, just getting heavy, left ear, left shoulder, and the outside of that right jaw to kind of gently lift up towards the ceiling. Still keeping that torso in the middle. And when you're ready on your next inhale, gently allow your head to come back up to neutral. Exhale here. Beautiful. And as you inhale, turn your palms up, reach up, bring them together, look up, get long. And as you exhale, turn your torso to the right. Bring the left hand down on the right knee and the right hand on the floor behind you. As you inhale, lift up through the sternum, getting long through the spine. And as you exhale, look a little deeper over that shoulder. Shift your gaze more over the shoulder. Maybe press down on the right knee with the left hand. Let's take a few more breaths right here. Long, slow, deep breaths, those 5-count inhales and 5-count exhales that we were doing. Last breath right here. This time as you inhale, unwind. Bring your right hand to the left knee and the left hand on the floor behind you. As you exhale, look deeper over that shoulder, twist a little bit deeper. With every inhale, we're finding length through the spine. The sternum kind of lifts a little bit, or maybe back out of the twist a bit. And then as you exhale, you deepen into the twist. 2 more breaths right here. And this time as you inhale, unwind, reach up, look up, get long. As you exhale, reach forward, slowly and gently, kind of walking your hands out. And then maybe on your next inhale, you kind of back it up a little bit, lengthening through the spine, catching a breath. And as you exhale, let your head go even lower towards the earth. Maybe hang between the shoulders. Maybe allow your shoulders to drop down. And then as you breathe, breathe into the back side of your lungs. 2/3 of your lungs are in the back half of your ribs. So as you inhale, imagine your ribs lifting up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, allow the weight of your torso to come towards the earth. This time, as you inhale, allow your chest to come up just enough to walk your hands all the way over to the right side, to the knee or past the knee, you decide. Maybe even stack that left hand on top of the right. And with your next exhale, allow your torso to come down towards the leg. Allow that left shoulder to roll down. Your head kind of goes between your arms. But root the outside of that left sit bone down and feel side body stretch on that whole left side. One more breath right here. When you're ready, as you inhale, allow your head to come up just enough to get a little bit longer as you walk your hands through center and all the way over to the left side. So you can go to the knee, past the knee, you decide what feels right to you. You can even stack the right hand on top of the left. I like to find length as I inhale, and then as you exhale, let your torso go towards the earth. Your head kind of comes between your arms, and maybe that right shoulder gently rolls down a little bit more. Maybe with each inhale, you find a little extra length. You might even inch the fingers away a little bit. And as you exhale, you really reach and try to root that far right sit bone down. One more breath. And when you're ready, as you inhale, allow your head to come up enough to walk your hands back through center. And then as you exhale, gently come back up to seated, walking the hands back. Nice. So let's lay on our back. You can move your blankets to the side. Have your strap handy, or whatever you're going to use. You can do the strap or the towel if you're using that, Jane. Have it all pressed up to your side. And then lay on your back. When you're ready, as you inhale, bend the right knee, clasp your fingers around the shin, and as you exhale, pull it in close towards your body, your knee, and make circles with the ankle. Now, if you want to put a sandbag or something to weight down on this left hip, you can do that. Maybe you prefer it on the shoulders, you can do that. Maybe on the left thigh. And when you're ready, as you inhale, straighten that right leg, grab your strap, place it around the arch of your foot. Walk your hands up the strap. Long legs, long arms, long torso. And as you exhale, gently guide that foot towards your body, leaving your head on the floor, leaving your shoulders on the floor, pressing the back of the left leg into the floor. I like keeping the feet flexed so that I'm engaged, but if you want to put a bend in the knee, that's fine. Two more breaths right here. And then as you're ready, when you inhale, allow that right leg to back up. Release the strap with the left hand. Rotate the whole right leg to the right. And as you exhale, open that right leg to the right. Keep that left hip down. Maybe your left hand goes on it. Maybe that sandbag, whatever it is. See if you can keep your shoulders kind of plugged into the earth as well. Let's take 2 more breaths right here, those long, slow, deep breaths. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow that right leg to come straight up. Grab the strap with the left hand, release the right hand, and allow that right foot to go to the left side of the body, left side of the room. And take the outside of the right hip away from your body. See if you can plug both shoulders into the earth. And if you want more IT, pull the foot a little more in line with that left shoulder as opposed to the hip. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow that right foot to come all the way up. Take the strap off, and as you exhale, point and flex that foot all the way down. Take a moment right there. And then when you're ready, bend that left knee, clasp your fingers around the shin, and pull that left knee all the way into your body. Keep that right leg plugged down into the earth, shoulders plugged down into the earth. Make circles with the left ankle. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, straighten that left leg. Take your strap, put it around the foot. And as you exhale, pull the leg towards the body, keeping the shoulders plugged into the ground. Keeping that right hip down, pressing the sole of the right foot away from the body, foot flexed. Pressing the sole of the left foot away from the body in the direction of the head, foot flexed. Feel that in your hamstring. Last 2 breaths. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow the left leg to back up and rotate it to the left. And as you exhale, release the strap and allow that foot to go to the left side of the room. So keep that right hip down. If you want to weight it down with something, you can. Keep the shoulders down. And that left leg can either go straight out, hip height to the left, or it can go more shoulder height. You decide on what stretch you want. You decide if you want the legs straight or bent knee. Two more breaths right here. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow that left leg to come straight up over your body. Grab the strap with the right hand, release the left hand, and as you exhale, allow the foot to go towards the right side of the room. Making sure you take the outside of that left hip away from your head so it's pushing down in the direction of your feet. But you're using your right hand to kind of pull that left foot up towards that shoulder line. Both the hips for a few breaths and then the shoulder line for a few breaths. Two more breaths. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow that left foot to come straight up again. Take the strap off. And as you exhale, point and flex that foot all the way to the earth. Take a moment right here rather. And when you're ready, go ahead and begin to bend your knees. And pick your feet up off the floor, knees over hips. You can have your arms in cactus if you like. Cross that right leg over that left. So if you need to put a prop, one of those rolled up blankets on the right side of your hip, you can do that. Take a nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, let your knees go to the right. They might come all the way to the floor. They might come to the rolled up blanket. You decide. Maybe you'll slide the blanket under the hip. Maybe you'll put it under the knees. Maybe you'll slide it all the way under the ankle and the knee. You decide. But keep that left shoulder down. And take a few long, slow, deep breaths right here. your knees to come back up over your hips. And then exhale, pause here. Take whatever prop you had on the right side, move it over to the left side, wherever feels right for you. Take another inhale here, knees over hips. Exhale, allow your knees to go all the way to the left side. I like them to go to a rolled up blanket. Allows that foot to rest on it as well. And then maybe you inhale, look to the right, reach out with that right arm. Exhale, let everything melt down to the earth. Your head even kind of gently goes that direction. Last 2 breaths right here. And then when you're ready, gently shift your gaze towards the ceiling. As you inhale, allow those knees to come back over the hips. Pause right there as you exhale. Uncross your legs. This time put the left over the right. And then move that prop back again over to that right side. Take a nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, allow your knees to go over to the right. So it may be a slightly different location that the prop needs to go to on this side. You decide. See if you can keep both shoulders down. Last 2 breaths right here. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow these feet and knees to come back over the hips. Exhale, pause right there. Bring your prop over to the other side. Keep your feet with the same cross they had. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, let the knees go all the way to the left this time. Look to your right, reach out with that right hand. Exhale, let it fall down or set down on the earth. And a few more long, slow, deep breaths right here. Last 2 breaths. And then when you're ready, shift your gaze up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, allow your knees to come up over your hips, your back gets flat. And then as you exhale, uncross your legs. Pull your knees into your chest. And then make circles with your hands on your knees. Just kind of massaging with the breath. Make sure you go in both directions. Releasing the hips. You're ready, go ahead and allow your feet to come to the earth. Push your feet into the earth. Make sure your heels are hips width apart, in line with your sit bones. And as you inhale, lift your hips, and then clasp your hands behind your back as you exhale. And then lean to your right shoulder and tuck your left tricep, and then lean to the left and tuck your right. Press your extended arms into the earth as you lift your hips up. Pubic bones reach up, hip bones reach up, knees and toes facing the same direction. Your feet can be a little wider than your hips. You're pressing the back of your head into the floor, but no part of your neck is touching the floor. You're almost kind of reaching your chin towards the ceiling. Take any tightening and gripping out of your glutes. They're engaged, but they're not clenched. And really lift up. Release your low back. Take a few breaths right here in a bridge pose. And then when you're ready, on your next inhale, allow your heels to rise. Release your hands and slide them out from behind your body. And as you exhale, gently lower your hips to the earth. Beautiful. Inhale, pull your knees in. Exhale, make circles with your hands on your knees. Give that glute, SI, a little bit of a massage. Gently pause, laying on your back. Lift one arm up over your head and then gently roll over to that side and use the opposite arm to slowly press yourself up to seated. Oh, I still get a little bit wonky. When I get up and I sit down, I get that vertigo action a little bit. Take your strap. I'm going to do a little arm stretch. Extend it over your head, a little bit wider than your shoulders. Go back so you can see a little better. There you go. Then as you inhale, allow the strap to come up a little bit higher. And you're really kind of pulling your hands away from each other. And as you exhale, bend the elbows and pull the strap down. Almost like when you go to the gym, you do those lat pulls. Create your own resistance. Take a few breaths. And then as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. You can even allow your chin to come towards your chest. Just do a few more of those. Maybe as you inhale, you look up. Maybe as you exhale, you gently look down. One more like that. This time as you inhale, reach up, straight arms. As you exhale, allow your arms to go back, keeping them straight. And just feel that resistance. Pause where that resistance is. Maybe they don't go all the way down. The more you kind of pull your hands away from each other, the more resistance you get. And if it feels stuck somewhere, just kind of pause there, breathe. Maybe even go a little left to right if that feels good. And then as you inhale, allow your arms to reach up. Turn your torso towards that right knee. And then as you exhale, bring your torso forward. You don't come all the way to the earth. You pull your hands away and just get that gentle stretch in the low back and external part of your hips. Find that kind of sweet spot where you can kind of maintain the fold without dropping all the way. And then on your next inhale, as you breathe, allow the chest to come up. Turn your torso to the left knee. And then as you exhale, fold as deep as you like. Pulling the hands away from each other, but reaching the outside of that right hip down towards the earth. And then this time as you inhale, allow your torso to come up. As you exhale, turn back towards the front of the room and then bring your arms down. Beautiful. Extend your right leg forward. Keep your left leg bent. Bring the sole of that left foot to the inside of that right leg. And then as you inhale, reach up, get long. And as you exhale, reach forward. So you grab maybe the outside of your foot. Maybe you continue to use your strap if you prefer that. You want to make this more restorative. You can come down to a bolster. Maybe right here. Maybe you rest your head on the bolster. Maybe you build this little Stonehenge. You decide if you want this a more restorative Janu Shirshasana or a standard. Maybe the sideways view. Take a few more breaths right here, really kind of pulling the center of your chest straight over the extended straight leg. Breathing into the back of your rib cage. 2 more breaths right here. And whenever you're ready, as you inhale, reach up with your hands. And as you exhale, bring your hands down and take your right hand to the left knee. Your left hand on the floor behind you. And as you inhale, lift up through the sternum. As you exhale, twist deeper. Keeping that right leg forward, foot flexed, pressing away from you. Take a few more breaths, opening up the side body. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, unwind. You can reach up if that feels good. Face the straight leg. Exhale, hands down. So you might keep your props if you have the stone hinge over this extended leg. You might keep it like that. You're going to open that left leg out to the side a little bit more for a Parigasana. If you don't like the foot in front of your pubic bone, you might prefer the foot kind of out to the outside of the right hip. I don't really care for that personally. And you might want to keep your bolster in the stone hinge, but you might also prefer it to the outside of that straight leg. And then you can make it a little more restorative and rest this right arm on it. As you inhale, lift that left hand up, reach up, look up, and then as you exhale, lean over that right leg. You're resting your torso on the bolster, on the leg, however you like. Top arm just kind of rests on the outside of your head. Root the outside of that left hip down and feel the opening and the releasing in that QL, quadratus laborium. This is supposed to be the best pose to relieve sitting all day. Take a few breaths, long, slow, deep breaths. Six more breaths right here. Last 2 breaths. And whenever you're ready, you feel complete. As you inhale, allow that left arm to come up. And then down, exhale at neutral. And then we're going to swap the legs. So this time, you're going to bend the right leg, straighten the left. Decide how you want to support it, same as the last side, maybe different this time. Maybe you're going to just drape your torso on the bolster. Whatever feels right. As you inhale, lengthen, lifting the sternum up, and you kind of bring the sternum a little bit to the left to go straight over that straight left leg. And as you exhale, you're going to allow your torso to come down. Maybe resting your forehead on a bolster, maybe your arms. You can do it like I have it, or you can do it with 2 blocks, making that stone hinge. Breathe into the back side of your rib cage again, filling up the back of those lungs. Think of, with every exhale, something releasing, something letting go. And when you're in these poses, think of the shining the light out your back of your heart center as opposed to the front of your heart center. Notice how the longer you stay here, the low back releases, the hips release. Last 6 breaths right here. Last 2 breaths. And then whenever you're ready, as you inhale, you need to allow the torso to come up. Exhale right there at the top. And then set up for your gate pose, Parigasana. Take your right knee maybe out a little bit more towards the side, or maybe you're one that prefers the foot to the outside of the hip. You decide. In Ashtanga, you're supposed to keep it a little more L-shaped, but in my vinyasa, I had a trainer open it more to the side, so you decide what's right for your hips. And then I like to pull the bolster in close, kind of drape my torso on it as I reach that left hand towards the left foot, keeping it flexed. And then as you inhale, look up, reach up with that right hand. And as you exhale, take it over towards that left side. Maybe resting it on the side of your head. That feels good. Maybe just leaving it down if you don't like the big open stretch. Hand over your head is going to really give you a side body stretch. Maybe you want to relax. You don't have to keep your feet flexed or anything. I just like to. I like to kind of hang on to it with the hand. Really think of the outside of that right hip, kind of sinking and reaching towards the earth. Letting go of any holding patterns that you have. Last 6 breaths right here. And then when you're ready, you've got about 2 more breaths. Bring that awareness back to your body, and in your own timing as you inhale, allow that right arm to kind of reach up and bring your torso with you. Exhale right at the top. Take a moment. Keep your bolster this time. And let's put it down under where our hips are going to go. We're going to do a forward folding Shavasana. So if you want a little rolled up blanket underneath your ankles, that can be nice. And you may want a little rolled up blanket underneath your forehead so your nose doesn't crush. Or you can rest your hands, forehead on your hands. And you want this bolster kind of directly under this hip crease, these bones that you have. Find just that right spot. Slide all your little supports where they need to be. Make sure it's not quite on your belly, that'll give you nausea. When you're ready, right before you get comfortable, take a nice deep inhale, kind of lengthening for a moment, and then as you exhale, let everything come down, forehead on the rolled up blanket. I like to extend the arms on the blanket so that My biceps are supported by it. As you exhale, let the weight of your body sink on the bolster, releasing the low back. Breathe into the back side of your ribs on this one. As you inhale, fill up the back of the lungs. And as you exhale, let gravity do the releasing, the letting go. Continue breathing right here. Just like that. Bring about feelings of inner relaxation for the whole body. Concentrate on the body becoming aware of the importance of complete stillness. And then develop your awareness of the body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Notice with each exhale, another part of your body relaxing and letting go. If you've had your head one direction, you can turn it the opposite direction. If you've had one ear down, we're a little bit more than halfway through. It's about 6 more breaths right here. Make these big, long, full, deep breaths. Last 2 breaths. And whenever you feel ready, begin to bring that awareness to your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and slide your hands down under your shoulders. And as you inhale, begin to press into the earth, allowing your torso to come up. And as you exhale, shift your hips back so you're in a moment in tabletop. And then just take a moment in a little child's pose. Resting on the bolster. Resting your forehead on the bolster. Hips back on the heels. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow your torso to come up. As you exhale, your hips are on your heels. So we're going to do a supported, pigeon pose. So you can either have your hips on nothing at all, or you can have your hips on this bolster. I like to have the back extended leg on a flat blanket so that my knees and toes aren't smashing into the ground. And then I prefer to not have my hips on a bolster, but rather a folded up blanket or 2. And then I have the bolster in front of me. to rest my forearms. And if you want to make them higher, you can put them on the block, that Stonehenge position. You bring your leg in front of, I'm going to show you the opposite side. Get your right leg, but bring it in front of the prop if your prop's on a hip. Otherwise, it's right knee behind right wrist, right ankle behind left wrist, left ankle behind right ankle behind left wrist. Hello, I can't talk today. So make sure the knee's a little wider than the outside of the hip. Roll that left knee down, the top of the left foot's on the earth. And as you inhale, lift the chest up, lengthen it away from the torso. And as you exhale, drape your body on the setup. So you're not holding yourself up. Your arms are kind of rested on the bolster, then your forehead rests on it. Your torso kind of pulls towards the earth with gravity, releasing the hold that it has on your hips and releasing your neck and shoulders as well. When you're in this pose, think of rolling that left hip down and pulling that right hip back. See if you can get the hips level instead of one popping way open up to the side. And think of breathing into the back of your rib cage. 2/3 of your lungs are in the back half of your ribs. And everywhere you have ribs, you have lungs. So the theory behind restorative is that it takes 2 or 3 minutes for your body to let go of the holding pattern. So we always have to trick our body into relaxing by holding the position longer than normal and by supporting it so it doesn't have to do the work. It's propped up with all of the bolster and blankets, and you're letting the props do the work for you so your body can let go and stop holding on to your skeleton. So alignment doesn't matter as much in restorative. I still like to use the alignment when I'm getting into it because in Iyengar it's all about alignment. And that was my first training, so it's hard to let go of. If you've had one ear down, you can turn your head the other way. You got about 6 more long, slow, deep breaths right here. Last 2 breaths. And then whenever you're ready, begin to bring the awareness back to your body. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. And as you inhale, begin to press your hands into the earth as you lift your chest up. And take a moment right there as you exhale. And then we're going to come through a down dog. So as you inhale, begin to curl the toes of the leg behind you. Lift the knee off the mat as you lean forward. And then as you exhale, take that front leg back, shake it out in your 3-legged dog, and then bring it down. And take a moment right here, exploring your dog. Maybe pedal out each leg, maybe lift them both, and then bring them down at different times, of course, when you're doing a handstand. Take a few moments. And then whenever you're ready, bring that left leg up into the earth and then bring it forward. Left ankle behind the left wrist, left knee behind the right. Or left ankle behind the right wrist, left knee behind the left. Make sure your hips are flat, either on the bolster, on the blanket, or on the mat. And then when you're ready, make your way into your supported pigeon. Lifting the chest up as you inhale, and then as you exhale, allowing the torso to be supported by the bolster. This time you're pulling that left hip back and that right hip down. Breathing into the back of the rib cage again, filling up with every inhale and letting go with every exhale. Notice the relaxation, the release. Notice how your shoulders kind of let go of your neck and release from the spine the longer that you stay there. Make the breath the meditation, make the breath the vinyasa. Maybe as you inhale and develop your awareness from the body, from the top to the bottom, you can mentally say to yourself, Om. Bringing complete awareness and stillness of the body. Exhaling Om. And continue that awareness of the whole body. Inhaling length and space. Exhaling Om. More than halfway, so if you've had one ear down, you can turn your head the other direction for the other ear to be down. Last 6 breaths right here. Last 2 breaths. And whenever you're ready, on your next inhale, release your arms and allow your chest to lift up. And then exhale right here, just taking a moment. And you can either come back through down dog, or you can lean over to your left hip. And then as you inhale, bring that opposite leg forward. Take a moment right there. So for our final pose, we're going to do Shavasana in it too. We're going to do Supta Baddha Konasana. So you're going to take your bolster or pillow if you have it, and one block, or maybe 2 if you prefer 2. Or you can take this rolled up, this blanket, and roll it up. Take 2 of them. You can roll one that way and one across on top of it. And then turn away from the big bolster. I like to have a blanket under my tushy. And then scooch all the way back. You can have your legs straight in front of you if you like. And have a rolled up blanket under your knees. And then gently lay back, palms up. They can be in your hip crease. Or you can have soles of your feet together. And pull your legs in a little bit more. Same rolled up blanket under your bent knees. You decide. You close your eyes. If you have a sandbag or something you want to use to place over your hips, you can do that. And I'll read you a little yoga nidra for this final pose. About 5 more minutes. Lay down comfortably and bring your awareness back to your breath. Develop that feeling of relaxation in the whole body. Get out any last little movements. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, let everything relax. Bring that feeling of inner relaxation again to the whole body. Concentrate on the body. Become aware of the importance of the complete stillness. Maybe inhale from the head to the tips of the toes. And mentally repeat to yourself, Om, as you exhale. And we'll start with just a little rotation of consciousness. Begin bringing the awareness by taking a trip through the different parts of the body. As quickly as possible, the awareness is to go from one part to the other. Repeat the name of the part in your mind. Become aware of it. Keep alert, but don't concentrate too much. Right hand, thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand. Become aware of the palm of your hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the right waist, the right hip, the right thigh, the kneecap, the calf muscle, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the right foot, the top of the right foot, the big toe, the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now become aware of the left hand, thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, the palm of the left hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the left waist, the left hip, the left thigh, the kneecap, the calf muscle, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the left foot, the top of the foot, the big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the fifth toe. Now just become aware of the breath. I'm aware of the top of the head, the forehead, both sides of the head, the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows, the eyes, the eyelids, the cheek, the nose, the lips, the chin, the throat, the chest, the navel, and the abdomen. Now the major parts of the body, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, both arms together, the whole back, the whole buttocks, the whole shoulder blade, the whole of the front, abdomen, chest, the whole of the back, front, together, the whole head, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Now leave your breath and come to a visualization. A number of different things will be named. Try to develop a vision of them on all levels. Feelings, awareness, emotion, and imagination as best you can. A burning candle. A burning candle. a burning candle. Endless desert, endless desert, endless desert. An Egyptian pyramid, a torrential rain, a snow-capped mountain. A Greek temple at sunrise, a coffin beside a grave, birds flying across sunset. Red clouds drifting, a cross above a church, stars at night, a full moon, a smiling Buddha, a smiling Buddha, a smiling Buddha. Wind from the sea, a deserted beach, waves breaking on a deserted beach, a restless sea, the eternal restless sea, waves breaking on a deserted beach. Now relax all efforts and draw your mind outside and become aware of your breath. Become aware of your natural breath, the whole body. Your body's lying relaxed on the floor and the props. You're breathing quietly and slowly. Develop the awareness of your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, and say mentally in your mind, Om. And repeat Om mentally to yourself twice more. Become aware of the floor, the position of your body on the floor. Visualize the room around you. Become aware of your surroundings. Lie there quietly, as quietly as you need. You can stay a little longer. It's 11:31. My quote again was, I share my light with the world. So thank you so much for sharing your light with me and joining me. Whenever you're ready, maybe you inhale, reach up, get long, make circles with your wrist. Whenever you're ready, as you exhale, gently come to seated. Thanks, Jane. Namaste, my friend. It's so good to see you. Oh, I gotta unmute you. There you go.
I said, thank you so very much.
You're
I really appreciate you doing this.
You're welcome.
And I wish they would send out an email to all the people that normally go to your class to make sure everybody knows.
Yeah, maybe I'll ask them if we can do that, or if I can get access to do that and just do a little personal invitation or something.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know why not.
I'll reach out to Mary Jo too and see. I don't know if she's even done one or not yet.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because
I'll
I
reach
emailed
out.
her after the first couple and said, why don't you come? And she said it just wasn't anything.
Well, maybe I'll hit her up and we'll see. But I added the yoga nidra at the end for you because I know you said you liked that.
Thank you so much. I love that.
I felt like it was rushed, but I'm like, at least I can get like 7 minutes in.
It was wonderful.
Okay, good. Thanks, Jana. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Okay, thank you.